Parking wardens in Test Valley will now be driving around in electric cars. The council have traded in the diesel vans for the battery-powered alternatives in a bid to go green and save some cash. Richard Ensten reports.
Electric cars aren't a new thing. They've been around for years. In fact, the first electric car went into production in London in 1884. Over a century later, they're still criticised for having a short range and lengthy charging times, but that didn't stop Test Valley Borough Council making the switch to battery power.
The decision comes about because right at the top of the decision tree we have a sustainability strategy, and our residents would expect us to have a strategy like that, and it's got several planks, whether that's the use of resources, whether it's the way we collect waste, whether it's our attitude towards renewables, and using green cars is just one stage of that, and these are the first couple we've bought, and we're very pleased for our residents that we've been able to do it.
Using a car with no exhaust and no emissions has obvious environmental benefits, but it can also prove to be a very cost-effective decision.
These cars cost not a lot more than replacing the ordinary cars, a little bit more but not a lot, and then you look at the running costs of the things, and we were paying about 25p a mile to run the old parking cars, the civil enforcement officer cars, and these are going to be about 11p a mile. So at 100 miles a day in Romsey, at least 100 miles a day in Romsey, and at least 100 miles a day running around in Andover, dropping the civil enforcement officers where they need to be for their car park duties. That's a big saving.
Let's do some quick maths. 2 diesel vehicles, both doing 100 miles a day, 6 days a week, works out at £15,600 a year in running costs. Their electric counterparts over the same amount of time would cost less than half, £6,864. Saving thousands of pounds is always an attractive prospect for local authorities, and Councillor Stallard would like to see more of them make the move to electric.
I mean, we're quite a rural authority, so it surprises me that the more urban authorities have not yet gone for this in a big way. As a rural authority, we have a limited opportunity with the range of the cars at the moment to do this. We've followed the example of a few other leading councils, and I'd encourage others to do this. I mean, let's have a look at it in a year or so's time and see whether we're going to do some more.
Richard Ensten for That Solent.